Hi, I'm Jennifer,
Oh, and I'm Mike.
and we're here to talk about this great new technology called fifth generation or 5G technology. It's being developed right now and will be a part of your world in the not too distant future.
That's right. And we're also going to talk about a technology that's already here, one that should help out a lot with the challenges we all face when we're trying to download data and stream video in dense places like downtown where there's already problems with the wireless network being too congested.
Right. What Mike is talking about is small cell technology. We need small cells in many different areas to help adjust and complement cell coverage, especially in areas where a lot of people are using data and video at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. I could have used that yesterday when I was downtown. It took me forever to download this video that my brother sent me. It was of this goat that yells like a full-grown man.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about right now.
Goats that yell.
No, small cells and why they're so important to us today.
Yeah, that's right. But we're also going to have to mention those incredible 5G technologies that are coming in the near future, right?
Right. But before we move on, I think now is a great time for me to point out that House Bill 2838 establishes the right policy for Texas consumers because it paves the way for all this great new technology that will allow Texans to use wireless service even more rapidly.
You know, I've been hearing something about like cities not liking this bill. Something about how the skies are going to fall on the streets of Texas if it passes. What's the deal with that? I don't have all the details.
Right. So some cities represented by the Texas Municipal League, or TML, has apparently been telling people that for all practical purposes, the sky is falling and terrible things will happen if this bill is passed. To do this, TML has created a few myths about this bill and what it actually does.
But I'm sorry, did you say myths? So the things that they're saying aren't actually based in reality?
No. Now, before we talk about this mythology, let's cover some of the basics of small cells and 5G technology. 5G is the fifth generation of wireless technology. It will give your mobile phone incredibly faster speeds and smarter capabilities. Today, using 4G, it would take you about an hour to download a short HD movie. With 5G, you will be able to download that same HD movie in seconds. Even before 5G is here, we can benefit today from what we call small cell technology. Small cells allow your smartphone to download data and stream the video much faster by adding capacity for your wireless device. A small cell includes a small radio transmitter and an antenna. It helps provide wireless service to small, very focused areas, like in the middle of busy cities. And when we say that the radio transmitters are small, what we mean is that it could be as small as an iPad, but just thicker. And as you can see, the antenna on top of the pole isn't very big either. Watch this video for more details.
This was a cell phone. Flash forward to today, your life and the world in your pocket. Wireless has changed a lot. It's about to change a lot more. This will soon be your cell tower. Policymakers need to keep pace with new rules designed for the next generation of wireless, 5G. Wireless. Ready to invest? And what's next?
So there you have it. Small cell technology is absolutely critical for our immediate data and video needs, as well as paving the way for 5G technology in our very near future.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but can we just go back for a second and talk about those cities that are upset by the bill and something about the difference between myths versus reality?
We need to do that. We were talking about some cities who are represented by TML who are currently opposing HB 2838 because of something I like to call the three municipal myths.
Oh, the three municipal myths. I'm not following. Can you mind walking me through those?
Sure. TML has created three myths about HB 2838. Municipal myth number 1. This bill takes away the ability of cities to control how public right-of-way is used and mandates the use of street signs, traffic structures, and street lights for small cells. Wrong. This bill provides very significant protections to cities to control their right-of-way. cities have special protections in residential areas, historical districts, and on decorative poles. Not only that, cities can continue to enforce all local police powers, all building codes, all design manual requirements, and all undergrounding codes. Cities can also prohibit obstructing traffic, violating city codes, violating city design specifications, and violating the FCC's radio frequency rules. The reality is that this bill strikes the right balance between protecting the city's property and giving Texas citizens the technology they need and deserve. Municipal myth number 2. Small cells are monstrosities and are a blight on a city's aesthetics. Really? Take a look for yourself. Does this look like a monstrosity to you? Is this really a blight on a city's aesthetics? What about this one? Or this one? The reality is that you have to strike a balance, and this bill does exactly that. It balances the need for technology with the need to keep our communities nice. Municipal myth number 3. This bill requires the cities to subsidize the cell phone industry with below-market rental rates and capped application fees. Wrong again! In fact, just the opposite is true. Because of this bill, cities will enjoy completely new revenue streams, including new right-of-way fees for every small cell placed on city property, new fiber transportation fees from every company that builds its own fiber transportation from the small cell, and new pole attachment fees whenever a small cell is placed on city streetlights. Contrary to TML's myth, the right-of-way rental rate in this bill is far above fair market value. In fact, while TML is demanding $1,750 per small cell, Arizona has just passed a bill that charges only $50 per small cell for the very same type of right-of-way. And, just to be clear, many states do not charge an extra fee for small cell right-of-way at all. TML's subsidy myth is not only wrong, it's wrong-headed. It discourages investment and becomes a barrier to providing its own citizens next-generation technology.
Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, HB 2838 paves the way for new technologies for Texans. Again, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Mike. I can't wait to see some of these small cells out there so I can finally download the rest of those viral videos my brother sent me.